So why would anyone want to be cleaning the engine bay? I mean, you can't see it. But the fact of the matter is, if you off-road regularly, you'll know that a lot of gunk and mud and dirt gets flung up underneath the engine bay, and it clogs up and it gunks up the entire engine. And if you leave it for too long, it can look terrible. So just from an aesthetics or from a cleanliness point of view, it's good to have a good engine bay. It looks good. Also, it allows you to identify any cracks in seals or perished rubbers, and also for you to pick up any oil leaks or water leaks before catastrophic damage is caused. So it's important to have a nice clean engine bay. Also, when you are doing a trackside repair, or every time you open your bonnet, it's nice and clean. You're not going to get yourself all black every time you pop your hood. So I'm going to do a basic clean. It's not going to look like showroom condition when it's done, but just to get the excess dirt and grime off, I'm going to use a high pressure hose, and then later on we'll do some light detailing and look at some of the electrodes and sensors and plugs and so on. Yeah, so without any further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is disconnect the battery terminal so you don't risk shorting anything. If you have a second battery, a deep cycle battery, I would advise you to disconnect the deep cycle battery positive terminal as well. If your alternator is exposed, I would strongly advise you grab some carrier bags and then just cover it up so we don't get water squirted directly into your alternator. So let's see if I can get underneath here. Oh, our alternator is quite deep in. So I'm going to see if I can cover it up with the carrier bag. I'm going to try my best to avoid it, but just to be safe, let me just cover it up. Okay, there we go. The alternator is nicely covered up, so I can't squirt directly into it. Awesome. So after you gave it a nice hose down and gotten all the cracks and crevices, you want to give it a really good wash. This is where all the hard work starts. So get yourself a really good cleaner and a bucket and get in all those places where the dust is all cooped up and caked up and so on, and get your fingers in there. Next, you want to give it a really good rinse. Get in all those places where the soap is collected and so on. Make sure you give it a really good clean, give it a good rinse. Make sure you avoid all those electrical connections as best as possible. But you also want to be as thorough as possible. So take your time and just be careful where you aim the hose. Once that's done, you want to get yourself a separate cloth and you want to really give it a good wipe down from all the water that's collected in the engine bay. Wipe off everywhere where the jet, where the pressure hose couldn't get to. Get in there with your cloth and get rid of all that excess gunk and grime, and wipe off some of the collected water and so on. Then you want to get yourself a silicone spray and give the engine bay a really good coat of silicone. This works as a bit of a lubricant and a protection for the rubbers and seals and so on, so they don't perish prematurely because of the heat of the engine bay. So you want to recoat them so they last. And then later on you want to just give it a nice wipe down and wipe off all the excess. So next, once you got all the excess soap and water out of the engine bay, you want to go over all the electronic connections with like a dielectric spray, something like this, carb cleaner, something that is safe for oxygen sensors, get all those carbon deposits and grit and whatever out of the connection, so they make nice proper contact again. Okay, so let's do that now. Right, the engine's looking squeaky clean, guys. So moment of truth, will she start? Let's check. Oh my word. What have I done? Ah, there we go. Forgot to reconnect the battery. Oops. Yeah, baby. Woohoo! Yes, that's first time every time. Good old Toyota. Nice. There you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned one or two things. How to and how not to wash your engine bay. If you'd like to see more four-wheel drive, off-road and overland tips and tricks, this is the channel to be. So give us a like and subscribe. Cheers.